Welcome to it, guys. Marvel Future Fight. I always do these videos where I hunt for stuff in timeline battle just to see where the community is in terms of their overall reception in the new items that have been added. And it was the X-Men. It was, I think, I hunted for the Ultimates before, a Nova and what's his face, Blue Marvel and Time Man and the likes. And whoever I hunted for, I've hunted for what's his face, I've hunted for Captain America tier 3. I've also hunted for his name is at the top of my tongue, guys. I've hunted for Bucky, yes, Winter Soldier. So right now I have been one of those people that have been sour about the tier 3 advent and tier 3 characters just basically taking over the game. But then so far, how many tier 3 characters we have? Right at the top of my head, obviously Ant-Man, I think the latest one. We have Ant-Man, we have Thor, we have Spider-Man, we have Iron Man, we have Captain America. So about 5 tier 3 characters. If I'm missing anyone, I do apologize for that. But then I'm still not phased, guys, because Jean Grey has managed to kill off a lot of them. Spider-Man also stands a chance against some of them or most of them that don't obviously have invisibility. Yes, people do still dare to come into timeline battle without invisibility and without web immunity, which I find preposterous, because if you're not going to opting for web immunity is awesome. That's a viable choice. But then obviously you would have invisibility in one of your obelisks or one of your effects or maybe your uniform effect. But then to come into timeline battle without web immunity and without invisibility, that does not make sense to me. So this is the team I do use most of the time. So I really want to search for those tier 3 characters, guys, because some people would have 2, some people would have 3. So it would be useless searching for just one Captain America because it doesn't really make sense. And one other thing that I wanted to talk about actually is that the constant in timeline battle, this is the Vibranium League obviously, but then the constant that you see in timeline battle, okay, there are 2 tier 3 characters, but Jean Grey kind of poses a problem. The constant is Jean Grey. So the weeks that Jean Grey becomes available, no matter how many tier 3s you have, Jean Grey is a must. I don't see people with just all 3 characters at tier 3. I don't see that. Jean Grey, even at her tier 2, still takes priority over the rest of the tier 3 characters. So for me, that is the statistics kind of answering a lot of unanswered questions, let me put it that way. It is clear and it is obvious that Jean Grey is a powerhouse and will always be a powerhouse, even with the advent of level 70, even with the advent of tier 3. Jean Grey is still right up there with some of the best characters, and you still see it to this day in, is it Alliance Contest or Conquest, whichever one, you still see it to this day. So I think what I'm gunning for, okay, Jean Grey is fine, we'll have to deal with her, but then I think I'm gunning for tier 3 characters. So obviously a tier 3 teams, so 2 tier 3s in a team, that should suffice for tier 3 teams, because if more often than not, if people have tier 3 characters, it means they have been farming a lot of these stages, and to do that, more often than not, you would need a Jean Grey. So they do have Jean Grey. So it's seldom and rare that you would find a team that has 2 tier 3s or 3 tier 3s rather, because people will opt for Jean Grey or having Jean Grey. Okay, my Jean Grey right now is getting destroyed. So, and she does have invisibility, so Spider-Man will kind of be useless against this Jean Grey. So let me try and finish her off and then see if I can stand a better chance with the tier 3 characters. Alright, so first tier 3 character, let's go. I think with what just happened? That Jean Grey, man. So that Jean Grey was not dead. I don't know why I thought the Jean Grey was dead. Darn it. Flip. I thought I was facing Spider-Man actually. That's why I took it so easily. So there is my first defeat. This was a major blunder, guys. This was a major blunder. I for some reason thought that the Jean Grey was dead, but then yes, even this defeat, it is not so much a defeat, but it goes to support my point as well that Jean Grey is a powerhouse and she will always be better than any tier 3 that they put out there. So that is the reason I cannot wait for a Jean Grey tier 3. So two tier 3s in a team. Perhaps I can try and defeat Jean Grey with Spider-Man next time. I don't know, or Doctor Strange. I doubt that will happen. Okay, here's another tier 3 team, and it's all speed, Ant-Man and Spider-Man. So this guy kind of went ape shit on that, on those speed Titan records, man. Like he already has two of his characters at tier 3, two of his speed characters at tier 3. So that's awesome. I haven't come across a tier 3 Thor, honestly. I wonder if people do have it. So let me try this. Let me try Spidey. Okay, this Jean Grey has invisibility, but you find even though that Jean Grey has invisibility, Spider-Man for some reason does stand somewhat of a chance against her, especially if that invisibility wears off and then he can use his fourth skill on Jean Grey. So she will be at 100% now, even if she okay, invisibility right from the start. Okay, so let me try Strange. Okay, Strange with his fifth skill becomes sort of unstoppable. So wait, this is Iron Man tier 3. So I am going to switch over to Jean Grey. Let's see what Ant-Man tier 3 does. So if he beats Jean Grey here, then for sure, like he's a powerhouse, you know what I mean? But then let's see. I'm not impressed at all with these tier 3s, guys. Honestly, I am not impressed at all. Okay, sit still so that I can fry you, will you? Thank you. Remember, they don't have resurrect as well, and he might have web, but then my Jean Grey has web immunity. Okay, Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. So I don't know. Let's go for one more. Let's just go for one more and just be certain. So maybe perhaps, but then remember also they have, okay, now I'm making excuses. So forget the uniform argument, forget the uniform level argument. That is besides the point. We are solely looking for tier 3s and we are looking to see if we can beat tier 3s. I wish I could have kept count as to how many tier 3s, but then Jean Grey, did she defeat tier 3? Yes, she did defeat a tier 3. She has resurrect. She is all powerful, so she will obviously defeat a tier 3. Here's another tier 3 team. Let us jump right into this one and see what happens. So yeah, man, for now I am farming for obviously Titan records. I am farming for Blast Titan records. I am farming for Speed Titan records, and I'm farming for Universal Titan records. Reason being, if Jean Grey ever gets her tier 3, I want to be right on the money, waiting on the sidelines, ready to tier 3 her. If Thanos ever gets his tier 3, remember Thanos was also part of Infinity War, so that could be around the corner. If Thanos ever gets a tier 3, I want to be ready and prepared for him to get that tier 3. So that's the reason I'm farming them. I don't think I will ever use them on the current tier 3s, so Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Ant-Man, because those characters were being defeated by normal tier 2 characters. So I don't think I would do that. So let's see. Even Strange with his fifth skill stands a chance against these tier 3s. So that's the reason I'm not convinced, guys. And my Strange with his uniform is not really OP, honestly. His uniform does not have that much invested into it, so it kind of makes me wonder. And there you go, Jean Grey defeating Captain America. Doctor Strange weakened that tier 3 Spider-Man a lot, so it makes you wonder when Strange can at tier 2, I don't know, extend a chance against a lot of these characters. What if Strange gets his tier 3? You know what I mean? Like, what if, remember, he did some time traveling in the movie as well. What if his time freeze or his time effect gets enhanced somewhat, you know what I mean? So for me, it doesn't really make sense, guys. And I know I seem like I'm complaining about these tier 3s, but then I just do not like the pressure that seems to be lingering in the community for people to tier 3 their characters right now. Yes, obviously, if a Thanos gets a tier 3, Jean Grey, Doctor Strange, Quicksilver, if they get tier 3s, then we are going to be in trouble. Honestly, we are going to be in trouble, and we all know that. We all know that we are going to get into trouble. So I use my Jean Grey against most Jean Greys because she's like the only character right now, especially for this week with my Quicksilver, that stands a chance against other Jean Greys. So that's why I use her a lot, even though I want to use her for these tier 3. She is, for me, strong enough to deal with a Jean Grey and then still defeat the tier 3. That's how much faith I have in her. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to use my 4th skill that much on this Jean Grey, and I actually lost a lot of health. So here is to hoping I do get to defeat her, but then she has invisibility now, and she has, oh man, she has so much. Like, can I defeat her already? Okay, that didn't work. Strange, can you, I don't know, sort her out? Okay, she has invisibility now, so Strange also might not stand a chance against her. So can we go back to my Jean Grey and see what happens? Okay, so Spider-Man is gone. Spider-Man would also stand a good chance against the tier 3s. Okay, Ant-Man tier 3, he's actually the one that gave me a lot of problems earlier on. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch on over to Strange. 5th skill him. He has invisibility. Fucking fantastic. I'm sorry for the language, guys. I was just annoyed there. But yeah, there you go. Ant-Man has just been defeated by my Doctor Strange, you know what I mean? And Spider-Man has invisibility as well, but Strange is gone. No. Defeat. Kudos. So tier 3 characters, should they stand a chance against tier 2 characters? Simple argument. When a character moves from tier 1 to tier 2, right? Normally tier 2s will overpower that character. So tier 3s, why are you not overpowering Jean Grey? That's my point of statement. It's as simple as that. So this is going to be the last match. If I win, dare I say, I will stop this argument and let it go. No. If I lose, sorry. If I lose, I will stop this argument and let it go. Yes, I will stop it and let it go. Tier 3s are way better than tier 2s, Jean Grey tier 2s. I will let it go. If I win, and I hope I do not win, but if I win, it should be clear, guys, that tier 3s do not really stand a chance. This is actually quite ambitious of me because Spider-Man should not stand a chance against Jean Grey whatsoever. So okay, obviously this is Captain America. He is going to have a field day with Spider-Man. So Doc, please, let's kill him. Fifth skill. Yes, got it in one more time. Yes, and there is tier 3 Captain America gone against a Doctor Strange. So that I am not impressed, guys. I am not impressed at all. So the argument would be also the build of these different characters. Some people will get to tier 3 without a solid build, but then that's besides the point. Tier 1 characters are overpowered by tier 2 characters. So in effect, tier 3, tier 2 characters should be well overpowered by tier defeated. I'm gonna let it go, but I stick to my guns. I am still not phased. Tier 3 characters should overpower tier 2 characters. It's as simple as that. But guys, I'm not going to let this drag on for too long. And remember, also, given that the build on my characters are not that staunch. If you look at my characters, the Urus are not maxed out. I have a pain in my leg. The Urus are not maxed out. The ISO 8s are not maxed out. So the uniforms are not maxed out. So I wonder what a uniform tier 2 Doctor Strange can do against these characters when my Doctor Strange stands this much of a chance. So I don't know, guys. I am not convinced. I am not convinced. Are they awesome? Yes, they are awesome. It's good to have that tier 3 passive. I mean, if you look at those tier 3 passives and obviously the 6th skills, that they look awesome. They look pretty good on paper. Practically, practically, I am not so sure. I'm not so sure, guys. I'm not so sure. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, I am going to keep on farming for the Universal Titan records, Blast Titan records, simply because I want to be ready when true powerhouses come out with their tier 3s. But yeah, I guess it's fun to have them in your roster. You know what I mean? It's fun to have them in your roster. So yeah, man, go ahead and tier 3 those characters, guys. Share the gameplay with tier 3 characters. I don't think there's enough yet, because tier 3 characters are actually literally game changers in the game. When the advent of tier 2 characters came into the game, everyone went bananas. So if you have a tier 3 character, flaunt it, show it off, you know what I mean? Inspire the rest of us to get our characters to tier 3. But then for me, guys, for the post, for the video, until next time.